Hey y'all, I'm Damon Oates, founder of Deco Exchange. Who else has heard that crafting is just a hobby? I turned my love of crafting into a thriving multi-seven-figure company, surrounded myself in an amazing community, and met some amazing business owners along the way. I'm here to show everyone that makers mean business.
What is up, you guys? It is Parker here with the Makers Mean Business podcast. Y'all, it is just me today. I'm flying solo, but I have a really important topic that I want to cover today. It is all about creating quality video content. For those of you guys who follow Deco Exchange, you know that I'm launching a 5-day challenge at the end of August, but I'm not here just to pitch that to you guys. I mean, obviously you can go check it out at createqualitycontent.com, but I really just wanted to stress the importance of actually creating quality content and how it can help you as a business owner. I have a few things here written out that I want to cover, but just at a high level. Obviously, creating content isn't just, showing up and making a cute video, right? You want to worry about the sounds and the lights and what you actually say on the video and then what you do with the video after and all of that kind of stuff. So I kind of want to break down some things that we keep in mind, some things that we are concerned about when we are creating content. And just to give you guys an idea, we've moved to a process where we usually only make one, maybe two pieces of really good quality content a week. And obviously it's video. It's Damon on Facebook Live making a wreath and talking business and doing what he normally does. But that one piece of content, you guys, we post on Instagram, we post on YouTube, we post it on Facebook, obviously. We make a blog post out of it. So that one really good piece that we spend all of our time and energy on is what kind of drives our engine for every platform that we try to attract an audience on. So I really just want to talk about a few quick points, really just kind of give you guys some tips. If you're not interested in joining the challenge, or if maybe now's not the right time for you, whatever it may be. The challenge is only $20, so it's definitely super affordable. And I'll talk more about that at the end. But just to jump in right into it, you guys, the first thing you're going to want to worry about when you're trying to create some good quality content is your environment, right? So you want to make sure that you have good lighting. You want to make sure that the sound is getting picked up correctly. And here's just a common misconception, actually. People think that you have to have this super nice camera and do all these things. And yeah, having a nice camera, having a Mevo, having a DSLR camera, whatever it might be, is all fine and great and helpful at the end of the day when you get there. But for the most part, with a cell phone now, you can record whatever it is you need. But that goes back to what I just said, right? So you want to make sure that the lighting is good and you want to make sure that the sound is good. A couple quick ways you can do that is record a test video. You don't have to wonder. You don't have to struggle and see, oh man, I hope this video turns out right. Just do a test, right? So just open your camera, go to record, and then set it up like you would an actual video and see what the video looks like. See if there's dark spots. See if there's sounds cutting out or sounds actually adding in. One thing that I'm guilty of a lot is like fiddling with something on my desk or dropping something on the desk, and it's really, really loud with the setup that we have. So that's something just to keep in mind whenever you're actually creating content, is how it looks and sounds, and some things to do and don't do when it comes to sounds and lighting. Y'all, the next thing I want to bring up is the actual content, right? So once you have the whole foundation of everything set up, you want to actually have good content. And I know that sounds really dumb and it's kind of vague, but whatever you say or whatever you do on this video is what actually matters. If you don't have good lighting and good sound, people aren't going to watch the video. But assuming that you do, whatever you say and do is what actually matters on the video. So just make sure that you're speaking with a purpose. I know Damon talks about his perfect person, but every time we do a video, every time we do a podcast, just watch us, just listen to us. We have a very specific goal in mind, and we're talking to a very specific customer. We always have our perfect person in mind, and we always want to speak to them and to only them. So I challenge you guys to kind of think about that whenever you're making your next video or doing your next live. Think about what your goal is as a business owner, and think about what you want to get out of the live. In a perfect world, if someone watched your video, what do you want them to do? Do you want them to buy something? Do you want them to go to your blog and read something? Do you want them to share the video? Whatever it is, it's the whole focus of the video, right? So I see a lot of people who get lost in it. And I know it's really easy to do once you're on a live. You kind of just start talking and chit-chatting. And I think that's important to building a community as well. But at the end of the day, talking and chit-chatting doesn't necessarily make money. You have to do something connecting with those people. So keep that in mind, you guys. And that kind of ties into my next point here, which is the call to action. Obviously, you can talk about something you're selling or talk about your blog, but unless you actually tell the viewer what to do, they probably won't do it. So you need to actually be clear, like go to createqualitycontent.com to join my 5-day challenge. You see, it's very clear, even though you guys know I'm talking about the challenge and know that this is the stuff that's going to be covered in the challenge. I was very clear to say, go to that website and sign up there. So that's something I think a lot of people don't do, and I think it really hurts them when they go do a video or go do a live, and then you watch it and you're like, well, wait, what was the point? Like, what did you want? Why? What was that for? So I think it's just something that a lot of people don't do, and everyone could kind of stand to practice that a little more in their video making. Y'all, the next step is understanding the data that's associated with it. So this is kind of a two-pronged thing here, because the important thing to remember is, what platform are you posting this video on? Are you doing a Facebook Live? Are you creating a YouTube video? Are you making a blog post? Like, all of those things have different rules or guidelines or things to do and not to do. And I'm not going to go through all of that now. You kind of need to understand what platform you're on and what works and what doesn't work. A lot of that comes with time. A lot of it comes with experience or training. So I won't plan on covering that here today, but just know, like, what are the people on Facebook like? They like to chit chat. What are the people on YouTube like? They like tutorial style videos. What are people on blogs like? They like links. They like lists. They like recipes. So there's a whole mindset that you need to have whenever you're making a piece of content for a specific video. The next thing I wanted to talk about, you guys, was improvement. We definitely weren't perfect. We're still not perfect, but I still try to go back and check out videos and think about ways, okay, what did we do wrong here? This didn't convert well. This wasn't as engaging as other posts. Like, what did we do? So I think people should try to take that time. And I know one thing I hear all the time, you guys, is, oh, I don't like the sound of my own voice. Well, guess what? I don't like the sound of my own voice either. But sometimes we have to make sacrifices, right, for the business. And I listen to myself. I listen to every single podcast I do. And if you guys notice, go back and listen to one of the first few episodes that I've done and listen to how I turn my head like I just did now. And the sound of my voice kind of came in and out. But now, since I listened to it, since I made those notes, since I made a mental note to basically tie a string around my neck and attach it to the microphone, I don't pull away from the mic. I made it a point to improve on that because I knew it would help our customer or our listener enjoy it more and actually listen to the content instead of think, oh, well, this guy, the sound wasn't there, right? So that was one thing that's a prime example of what I mean when I say go to listen to or rewatch your own videos, right? I would have never known that if I didn't listen to my own videos. And no, I don't like the sound of my own voice. So it was a struggle, but I still did it. And I think everyone should kind of take in their own self-criticism every once in a while to an extent, you guys. And then the last thing that we do, you guys, I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast here, but we use the same content over and over, you guys. We recycle that content. And it's great because once we made that really good piece, we can use it over and over again. And it's not easy to do naturally. I will mention that we do edit a lot of videos. Obviously, the Facebook Lives that Damon does, those are not edited. Those are live videos. But anything that you see that we post, whether it be a YouTube video, whether it be our blog, whether it be a time-lapse video, any of that stuff, we obviously edit. But we do that with a purpose, right? I was talking about how each of the platforms have their own audience type and their own needs and their own algorithm. So what we do is we edit those videos with that in mind. So the YouTube videos, guess what? There's no chit chat on those. It's straight to the point. It's tutorial style. It's do this, do this, do this, and you get that. The blog has all of the SEO written. It has all of the tutorial style that blog readers like. We create a recipe card. We do everything that we need to do for the blog. Same thing with Instagram, same thing with Facebook. We play by the rules of the platform we're on, but we use one piece of really good content that encompasses everything that we need to feed each of the social media pieces individually. Damon and I created a whole process on not really Damon and me. It's really our whole team, right? We have people who manage our social media. We have someone who works on Facebook, who does the YouTube video. We have a video editor. We have a blog person. And I'm not saying you guys need all of this, but I'm saying we've created a process to make it as streamlined as possible. But it all starts with one piece of good, high quality video content. And y'all, that is what this whole podcast was about. And that's what my 5-day challenge is. So I know I touched on a few things, but on the challenge, I'm going to actually walk you guys through what kind of lights I like. Where do you put the lights? Where do you attach your phone? How do you do it? Everything from setting up to understanding the data to actually making a live video. That's all going to happen in the 5-day challenge. And I'm going to be there every step of the way, telling you guys what I like to do, what works for us. So if you're interested at all, it is a $20 challenge. It's happening August 24th. You can read all about it at createqualitycontent.com. That's all one word, you guys. Y'all, that's all I had for today. This was something I haven't done any kind of challenge or any kind of public business coaching. I usually pop into Damon's subscription group and do training from time to time. But this was something that I really started to care for. I really like it. It's really efficient. It's like a step-by-step process, which I love. And it's really helped our team grow and honestly nail down how to be successful on social media with video. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. I know a lot of people are out there creating video content, and I just know that this can be helpful for you guys. So one more time, if you're interested, check out createqualitycontent.com. It's a $20 challenge, y'all. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to create one good piece of quality content. That is all I had for today. I hope you guys have been enjoying the podcast. I know I have. I love listening to our guests and their stories and really just how being a maker has changed their life. It's really inspirational, even as someone who considers themselves, a leader in the community or a figure in the community. I just love hearing everyone else so moved or so empowered by their creativity. And it's great to hear. I'm so glad we started doing this. And I hope you guys feel the same way. Y'all, if you love this episode, check out some of our previous episodes. Subscribe at makersmeanbusiness.com or anywhere you get your podcast. I'd love to let you guys listen to the next episode. So I'll see you guys around.